Hi guys, my name is Raymond Phoenix, and this is part 3 of drawing the human figure from your mind. So in this lesson I want to introduce you to the concept of milestones. So if you look back on the first and second videos where we began the invention of the human form, we now have to get into the habit of measuring what we've learned, and this is what I would just call milestones. And milestones are really good, and they're powerful in helping your brain imprint and master your invention, and they allow you to really get to a point where if you had to create your invention or explain it to someone, you could do it on the fly. So to do this, you can use several different techniques. And for this lesson, I'm just going to use an ink, India ink. You can use any kind of paint you want. I just happen to have this. I'm just using a regular old paintbrush here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now create the invention that we've been working on for the human form and paint it. But in doing this, I'm going to stay away from all the anomalies that I had created, where I was showing you in when I was drawing the ballpoint pen. And the reason we're going to do this is because this technique is forcing your brain to build confidence and begin to trust yourself in your invention. And this is really a key to mastering human anatomy at a rapid pace. And this also, I guess, boils down to understanding how line drawing works, where you use a draw as a one-shot deal. You draw it, you put something down on paper, and it's going to look exactly the way it's supposed to, without you having to go and redraw it. So here with the paintbrush, if you're following along, I'm just going to put down 2 dots as before, and this time I'm just going to eyeball right now the center. Okay, and with practice you'll be able to eyeball the center precisely the more you practice. And again, we're going to for our invention, we have to divide it in 4 sections, and then I'm just going to put down dots so I can get the 8 sections, the 8 heads. So right now we're just concentrating on learning about anatomy, actually drawing from your mind, just using the 8-head formula. Later we'll get on to how to figure out all the other heads, like 9 heads, and how to draw children and stuff like that. So I've got this down. So in order for me to now diagram my invention, I'm going to start out with just painting the head, just making a basic shape. Okay, and then if you remember, we had divided this in 3 parts. So I'm going to mark the collarbones lightly, and then on the bottom, which is going to be the second head, the second section, I'm going to specify the width of the nipples. Here I'll just put 2 dots, and I'll go ahead and just slightly say that this is a chest. Just paint it out. And then I'll do the sternum a little bit here for the rib cage. And here is the navel. So on the bottom of the 3rd section is a navel, and this is the crotch. Okay, so when we had the navel, we said that 1/3 down from the navel, we would specify the actual point where the love handles will be, and the love handles were determined by drawing a straight line down from the nipple and looking at 1/3. So here I'll just put a dot and go up, do the same thing here, put a dot and up. So this gives me my love handles. Okay, so the next item is the hip. So specifying the love handles gives you the hips. So I'll just draw a line like this. I'm not going to go all the way to the crotch. And we said that 2/3 over here would be the joint for the leg, where it would start. And just draw a line like this to specify the bone. And then I'm going to paint out the leg, the upper leg, and stop exactly on the bottom of the 6th head. And I'm going to just draw up a ball for the knee, and do the same thing here. Stop, draw a ball for the knee. Let me get some more ink. And now we have to draw the lower leg, and that is we just do a slight curve and stop exactly at the bottom and draw the feet like this. Remember where right now our invention is in simple form. So this gives us the legs. Now the next item was that if you took from the navel and drew an angle giving you a 90 degrees, you would get a dot here, a landmark for the shoulder. And you would do the same thing from this navel, get a landmark for the shoulder where we specified this. So for the collarbone, I'll just, make a wave like that. Just do your own style, because it's your invention. And the next thing is from the shoulder, we're going to go down and stop where the navel was, giving us the elbow, and then start again for the lower arm and stop like 1/3 almost to get the wrist, and just slightly just draw a hand here, just saying that that's the hand. It can be a little longer. Let me get a little more ink for the other hand. Hopefully I don't have too much ink on here. I'll stop, make the elbow, and then go down again, stop around here where the crotch was, and do the same thing for the other hand, specifying the hand. And now then we had said where the navel was, a little bit above, it would be the ending of the rib cage on the bottom. And I'm just going to slightly outline the rib cage here. Okay, so using, let's say, the paintbrush, right, this is forcing me to be very neat. I'm not using so many anomalies if I had done it with a pencil. I'm sorry, with a pen. I was scribbling a lot. But this is now allowing me to make my invention in a much more cleaner format. Plus, it's forcing me to now remember, bring up all the landmarks exactly where they're supposed to be. And using the paintbrush, or using a different media, you could have used a marker, anything you wanted. You can get a canvas and get a thick paintbrush and do the same thing and draw these figures really huge if you want, life size. Just to understand, imprint into your brain exactly how the figure is supposed to look. So this now is bringing you to understand how to start simplifying the figure, and painting it allows you to do this. So the next step that I'm will be showing you is that we now need to go back to our invention, and we'll use the pen again. And we now need to look at understanding the side pose and the back pose. So we'll do all three the poses using this same concept, and imprint that into our head. So I look forward to that lesson. I hope you join me again. Thank you.